If you are looking for the villager's stage, you have found it. If you're not looking for the villager's stage, you've stumbled upon it. That's how most people find the stage. That's right, that's what we call medieval preventative medicine right there. And you've all just learned something. Surprise! That's right, you didn't think you were going to learn anything today, did ya? Ah, I like to spring a little learning on people. We've got about 5 minutes before we're officially supposed to begin, but I like to begin early because I can. There we go. Now, this is a Troubadour show. You are now dealing with it. I am Tobias the Adequate. You are now dealing with me. I have a radius effect, so I'm actually entertaining and or annoying people in a great wide swath here. Because you can hear this nonsense from back there, can't you? Aye. That means a clever Italian device is working, and I'm happy about that. Now, I used to be a magician. I was a magician at the fairs and festivals for 20 years. Now, due to a printing error, I am a musician. You roll with it. And I have been doing this music thing for about 5 years, which is why I have the sacred disclaimer. I am not very good at this. Thank you for your understanding. I've got that out of the way. You know, if you have one of these, you can get away with an amazing amount of stuff, honestly. I've been writing songs for most of my life, because as children, we all make up songs, and some of us get that kind of taught out of us or hammered out of us. Never did with me, because I grew up at a time where if the child was not on fire and you fed him, you were a good parent. So I've written a number of songs, and I'm going to do a number of them now. This is a show you are allowed to laugh at the songs. Pointing is optional. I do warn you there are some songs that may cause people to pass beverage to their nose. Current record is 5 in one song. We warned her, she kept going. And some of these songs do have jolly sing-along choruses, which you are welcome to sing along to. You only have to sing the bits you know. And you'll know them by about two or three turns, because these are all things that get stuck in your head. And if you want to clap along, I have the utmost faith in the English people to maintain a downbeat. Work for me here, okay? So, judging by the looks of many of you, you have been to this kind of event before. And as such, this song was written inspired by a conversation you've all had at least once. Do you know my friend from Fair? Do you know my friend from Fair? He's 4 foot taller, and he's got brown or sandy hair. And he has a hat and tankard, and he wears these great big boots. And he wanders around in a loincloth or one of them doublet suits. You know him. He stands out in a crowd. Do you know my friend from Fair? Do you know my friend from Fair? He's something to the troll, no one else can compare. For he always sings or juggles as he goes about the town. And he always has a great big sword that ought to narrow it down. He's distinctive. Do you know my friend from Fair? Do you know my friend from Fair? If you saw him coming down the lane, you'd have to stop and stare. Don't recall if it's pickles, pretzels, or if it's popcorn that he sells. You can hear him coming from a mile away on account of that he wears bells. Yep, bing, jingle, bang, jingle. Like a Morris dancer in a minefield. Do you know my friend from Fair? Do you know my friend from Fair? He's the coolest guy in all the world, I truly do declare. If you saw my pal in person, then you'd know of whom I speak. For he dresses like a pirate. Now, isn't that unique? Yep, pirate. With pointy ears. Elf pirate. And gossamer wings. Fairy elf pirate. And a kilt. Scottish fairy elf pirate. And horns. Demon Scottish fairy elf pirate. And fangs. Vampire demon Scottish fairy elf pirate. Leather goggles with ears on them. Steampunk vampire demon Scottish fairy elf pirate. And big furry boots. Barbarian steampunk vampire demon Scottish fairy elf pirate. Very proud of that one myself. and a foxtail. Nobody knows why. Do you know my friend from there? I think I saw him over there. His name is Wolf or Hawk or Raven, or I think it might be Bear. Well, we've never met outside of fair, but I'm sure he'll be along. Hey, wait a minute. I'm talking about him. I guess I'll end this song. And that's how that one goes. So, thank you. If you made it through that song, that is very, very much in keeping with the entire show. Almost all of these songs are original songs that I have written, so I have no one else to blame but myself. They are inspired by my friends. Now, for example, I'm going to put this hat back on, but I don't believe it's going to stay. I asked for staples. They wouldn't give them to me. I was learning how to play this instrument, and I learned this chord, which is an F chord, and then this is an F7. So what happens if I move this whole thing over one? Ooh. That sounds portentous, doesn't it? Very dramatic. And my friend Lucky, who has been captain of the kitchens here for a few years, they are not here this year, but they told me that whenever they encounter a jumping spider in the wild, they're little tiny, and if you're not arachnophobic, they're adorable. They would always name that spider Fernando. And I thought, Fernando. Great, I gotta write a song. And it was gonna have to be a flamenco song, because his name is Fernando. So I had to learn flamenco chords. And then I could write a song. And it goes like this. Maybe. 8 little eyes and 8 little legs and 1 heart big as a tree. This tiny valiant jumping spider is a boon companion to me. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. He's friendly. He doesn't want to make you cry, to scream, shout, or to bellow. When he leaps up and lands on your shirt, he just wants to say hello. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. He's friendly. He's just looking for an amigo, he don't want to make you cry. But when he leaps up and lands on your blouse, you might just scream really high. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. Hey, friendly! Fernando. Ole! Ole apparently is Spanish for the song is over. Well, Japanese is my second language, so I got no idea. Thank you all for being amused by that. Welcome to my head. I have a lot of friends, and we all have goofy ideas, and we share these goofy ideas amongst ourselves. And sometimes I just come up with some dumb idea, and I say the dumb idea, it's out of my head, it's no longer my responsibility. And then my friends bring it back to me later, and now I have to deal with them. This next song is very much an example of that, because we were talking about, and I have to phrase this carefully, this world in which wizards fly around on cleaning supplies and wave sticks and chase things, and you know, there's a very secretive chamber, and I have to be careful because I don't want to get sued into oblivion by a massive, enormous, behemoth entity. And I made the joke that while there's this one game, there is a second game, a little lesser known and less understood, seafaring wizarding game of Squidditch. That's right, Squidditch. S-Q-U-I-D-D-I-T-C-H. I thought the joke was done there. 3 hours later, I came back, and we had the fully written out international rules of Squidditch. 2 days later, my friend drew a picture of myself and my wife on flying mops And my wife, with a big grin on her face, is throwing a live squid at my head. I have neat friends.
I like your wife.
She's amazing, and also the reason I am not dead in a ditch on fire. And so my reaction to that was, well, I've got to write a song now, don't I? Yeah, And so I wrote this song. We'll see how it goes. We're having a domestic issue in the front row.
Not really. I'm not his wife.
I'm his wife.
She's his wife.
And I said the same thing.
He's too scared to do that to her.
He's just using you as an intermediary is what's happening. You never know what to plan for in these shows. Meanwhile, the song. There are valiant wizards the world around who seek and block and fly. But those wizards fly above the ground. They drop too fast, they die. Us sailing wizards have a game that's grand from start to finish. I speak, of course, of the legendary seafaring game of Squidditch. Please don't sue me. Oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to budge your sternum in, and you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. Now I noticed something here. That's the only time that I actually use the name of the game in the song. So the next time we do the chorus, if you would all join me in a rousing cheer of Yay Squidditch, I won't feel quite so stupid. Load up on rum and bring your chum, shine up your flying mop, for the game is played from dusk till dawn until all the sailors drop. No points are scored, no numbered board will tell you if you've won, but if all of us are in the drink, I guess the game is done. 'Cause there's no such thing as water Squidditch. There's just a look, everybody's falling off their mops into the ocean. Oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to budge your sternum in, and you also have the chance to belt your best friend with the squid. Here comes a chair. Ready? Yay, Squidditch! A game of skill and daring, it calls for all your wit and luck. Ooh, if you see a cephalopod fly by, well, I suggest you duck, for you have to stay upon your mop, and that takes all your wits. For a squid will try to cuddle just whatever it is it hits. Which is why scientists refer to squid as, wait for it, cuttlefish. Oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to budge your sternum in, and you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. Your chair ready? Yay, Squidditch! I can't believe y'all are doing that. I love you all. We swoop and strive and spin and drive and carrying into space. Or you never know if you'll end up with the squid stuck to your face. Ew. 'Cause the danger here is very real, and that, my friend, is that. For a sailor's game time's ending in a damp, resounding splat. Although, to be completely honest with you, that's not the sound that the squid makes when it adheres to your face. It's more like a shh. But I can't rhyme that. And let me tell you something. I've tried. Oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to budge your sternum in, and you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squidditch! The game is fast, done far too fast. We all are in the drink, and you cannot tell whose team is which because of all the ink. 'Cause it's a squid. Yeah, he got it. They got it. So I guess that means the game is done. The squid has swum away. Let's clean up ourselves and go dry off and brag about the day. Because no matter how many times you tell it, the story of when Dave caught a squid right in the mush never ever gets old, does it? Oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to budge your sternum in, and you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. One more time, I'll get the chords right this time. Mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to budge your sternum in, and you also have the chance to best friend with a squid. You also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. The point of this game is you can hit your best friend with a squid. Big cheer! Yay, squid! Olay! Thank you all. Take that, best friend. That's right. Friends will help you. Real friends will throw cephalopods at your face. And we have now it's like somebody doing an inventory of how many friends would do that. Yes, yes. Now my goal eventually is one day to be this so popular we actually have a crowd and someone brings a little plushy squid and they just toss it lightly back and forth in the crowd. Lightly like a beach ball. Not violently like a dodgeball.
How many more weekends are you here?
I am here next weekend and that is my run for this fair. I am going to apply to either do 4 or the full 8 because I'm that nuts. And now, my lords and ladies, we have reached the moment I didn't think we'd make it to, the halfway part of the show! Nobody's died. I'm gonna tune because I can. Sometimes in my enthusiasm, I wind up playing an almost entirely different instrument by the end of the show. It'll sound like a cello if I'm not careful. And I don't know how to play the cello. So I would be in trouble. Now, my lords and ladies, this being the halfway mark of the show, we do have an official, unofficial sponsor, and that is Oscar Hasselhoff, German Master of Defense. Oh, you know Herr Hasselhoff, yeah. Oscar Hasselhoff is the inventor of the Hasselhoff maneuver, which, if done properly, is 100% effective in all applications. I will not teach you that, you know, I talk about Oscar Hasselhoff, and I just start sounding like this. It's a condition. I'm seeing a specialist. Oscar has the Hasselhoff maneuver culminates. I won't tell you the whole maneuver because then he will get angry and break my nose again and no one will be happy. But the maneuver ends with grabs him by the crotch and throws him out the window. Yes, no, the violent children know this one. And I am such a fan, and he has made a very informative booklet explaining the Hasselhoff maneuver, which is entitled Grabs him by the crotch and throws him out the window. And I am such a fan of the book, Grabs him by the crotch and throws him out the window, that I wrote an advertising jingle for Grabs him by the crotch and throws him out the window, which I call Hasselhoff Ballad because Grabs him by the crotch and throws him out the window is far too long for a song title.
Where did I get one of these books?
Oh, I will tell you. Herr Hasselhoff sells this book at his Tournament of Champions and his Adult and Children's School of Sword at the Combat Arena, which is up the dang hill over there. But I will play the song first. And now, children, I would like to sing a happy little song, a happy tune of gambling, drunkenness, and defenestration, yeah. A song which causes me to speak in this insufferable Bavarian accent. Seriously, I hear myself is saying like this and I want to punch myself in the face. I was gambling in Helsinki, down upon my luck, owed a lot to these big Flemish guys. I felt that I was stuck. I thought I was a goner, sure surrounded by mine foes. Then I remembered Hasselhoff, and he thought all mine was. For he invented the Hasselhoff maneuver, which goes like this. Just grab them by the clutch, and then throw them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you flow. Just grab them by the clutch, and then throw them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Well, I made my way out of there, and I fled down to the bar. I happily sipped lager, maybe 2 or 15 jars. The massive Swedish personality spoke ill of my mom. I did not think I could escape this peril quite unscarred. And then I remembered I had the informative booklet in my back pocket. I asked the Swedish behemoth, pulled out the booklet, read very carefully, and I knew what to do then. So I grabbed him by the crotch, and I threw him out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blow. Just grab them by the crotch, and then throw them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Special effects by God. I had gathered quite a crowd by the great feat I did perform. I ordered me another round, for I had grown quite warm. Then time to pay the bill came, please, for credit, word, or scorn. And so I tried to stand mine ground, mine fate was quite forewarned. For it came to pass in this very tavern in Helsinki, temporarily between violent conflicts, Oscar Hasselhoff, German master of defense, had been hired as a part-time bouncer. I was thrilled. Master Hasselhoff, good Abend, Sie geht's. Would you sign mine pamphlet? It took a moment for us to find a crayon. But then he signed his name very carefully. Spelled it right, too. Then he grabbed me by the crotch, and he threw me out the window. Well, that was darn effect, I thought, as I was passing through. He grabbed me by the crotch, and he threw me out the window. Yes, it seems this demonstration works on me as well as you. And now, happy children, you all sing the happy little chorus, yeah? You do not need to sing all of the words, just the good parts. Just grab them by the crotch, and then throw them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grab them by the crotch, and then throw them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Grabs them by the crotch and throws them out the window. Available wherever violent books are sold. You know the part that gets to me the most? You all sang it with me. My people, I have found you! I used to do a joke about we march on the Capitol at dawn. I do not do that joke anymore. I am on too many watch lists as it is. And now, my lords and ladies, getting back into the show, and I'm wearing a giant wind sail on my head. I've asked for staples. They won't give them to me. Do we have any pirates in the audience? Give me an R! What's that spell? You're overqualified, but I'll take you. All right. The next song I'm going to do, I swear this happened Saturday morning, 11 o'clock show. I say, give me an R! And one person in the back just goes, eh. Ambivalent pirate, sailing on the high ambivalent seas. I went to college for too long. The next song I'm going to do was written by my friend, the mighty Quigley Finch. It is an educational song. Quigley comes from the lands far off to the west, where he is part of the group known as Salty Walt and the Rattlin' Ratlines. And he gave me permission to sing this song, and then he heard the song, and he still let me have permission. I feel that's an achievement myself. Huzzah. All right. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog. And the crew be bold, the boatswain's old, and we all do love our grog. The captain was the toughest man whatever sailed the seas, until one thing finally struck him down, was a nasty French disease. Oh, we sailed the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Oh, the captain finally met his match, old France, she finally won. The first mate sat beside him for the setting of the sun, and the last words of the captain to the good crew of the dog was that none shall ever take his place till they find the captain's log. Oh, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So we searched down in the scuppers and we searched up in the nest. For a time we kept our spirits high with a witty words and jests, but soon a gloom enveloped us thick as a pea soup fog. For no matter where we looked, we could not find the captain's log. Oh, we sailed the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So at last we took to the great big book that the captain brought to sea, in which he put each day's events as written history. But no matter where we searched inside that vast and lofty tome, we could not find where the captain's log had chosen for to roam. Oh, we sailed the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. For the many logs that we did find, they all did look the same. But we never once found the piece of wood inscribed with the captain's name. Oh, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Yes, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Thank you. You can actually hear the face palms in the audience when we got to a certain point. And you heard the other face palms as the rest of the crowd got it. And now we've reached the moment you've all been waiting for, my lords and ladies, the last song in the show. Thank you. People have cheered in the past. We referred to as the grand finale. About time, exactly. For the grand finale, I will play one more song that is of my own composition. And I've noticed two very important things. One is, I have certain chords I really like a lot. So there's some chords that get a lot of mileage. And I felt very bad about that for being a limited composer. And then I remembered the wisdom of the great Waylon Jennings when speaking of another musician, when he said, I love all of Tom T. Hall's songs and both of his melodies. So I feel I'm in the clear. This last song is about the fact of my condition, my situation. I am the troubadour. This is a troubadour show. I've been called a certain word by certain people. It is a four-letter word. It starts with a B and ends with a D, and you can say it in front of Grandma. And that word is bard, B-A-R-D, because I tell stories and I sing songs. I don't think I'm qualified for that, honestly. I mean, have you met me? Look at this idiot. I'm just a man with a musical implement and an inability to stop doing this. However, I can tell you, hail hydrate. I can tell you that while I am not a B-A-R-D, I have been B-A-R-R-E-D for many things. And since the wind wants me to have this hat off the back of my head, for the entirety of this last song, I will risk life and limb and play without a hat on. Carpe diem. Seize the diem.
Beyond that sunburn.
Carpe per diem. Carpe sunburn. Yeah, that's it. Seize the hat. Just, let's see. You have a moment where you just like, you know what's coming, but you can't quite get yourself there yet? It's a little harder to do that in this job than in the other jobs I have had. Usually the first 15 minutes of the day are your own. Nope, not out here. You get up on stage, that's it, you're rolling. Just because I write some songs. They say I might just be a bard, but writing songs is really fun. It's really not that hard. I call myself the troubadour. That B word has me jarred, because while I am not a bard, I've frequently been barred. I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, been all but feathered and tarred, and to make the matters worse, from all the bars, I have been barred! Hootenannies will not have me, nor will any open mic. I can play whatever song I please, but nowhere that I like. People want me to pay for my sins, but music should be free. And while I can play wherever I please, no place is pleased with me. I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, been all but feathered and tarred, and to make the matters worse, from all the bars, I have been barred. I may be a humble poetaster, a poet not so good. I just want my songs to come out right like any sane man would. But the people, when they hear my songs, react with low regard, just because they say my music left them emotionally scarred. I mean, I sing about defenestration and throwing squid at people and jumping spiders. I mean, this is all standard garden variety, wholesome family entertainment, isn't it? I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from yokel jam sessions, been all but feathered and tired, and to make the matters worse from all the bars I have been barred. So my friends, you now all know my tale, take pity on my plight. Some of us just want to sing our stuff and pray it comes out right. If you see your humble troubadour, please do not run away, as I stagger through this world searching for somewhere I can play. Like an alehouse, or an inn, or a tavern, or a forest, the middle of South Texas. I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, been all but feathered and tarred, it's to make the matters worse from all the bars, oh yeah! I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, and I've been feathered and tarred, and to make the matters worse from all the bars, I have been barred. Spanish for the song's over. My lords and ladies, thank you for hanging out with me on this spectacularly much better than I thought it was going to be 4 p.m. show on a Sunday afternoon. Without you here, this would be much harder to justify. If you want to support adequacy in our lifetime, I have a tin pan over there for folding and clinking currency. If you have a fancy futuristic rectangle, you can aim it at the weird patterns on the tip plank over here. I have no merchandise, so if you want to relive the show, just think about what you heard. You've all been wonderful. I have been Tobias the Adequate, and I thank you for encouraging my behavior. Thank you all so very much. And coming up next upon the stage, that's right, you two. Andrew McKee, I got him to turn around so I can read his backpack. And your very, very own. I'm sorry I forgot your name last week. Alan Adale. Yay! Thank you all so much. You have made this weekend absolutely spectacular.
You were talking about a nice family activity.
Indeed.
And I thought about Bart.